Halo Reach was supposed to start its flighting program in late April. It is now late April and we still have not seen anything yet. Let's go ahead and check out the latest Halo Insider mini update posted on Halo Waypoint. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me here once again for another Halo update. In this video, we're going to go ahead and take a look at Halo Waypoint. There's an article posted with the Halo Insider mini update, so let's go ahead and take a look. This comes from Sketch, the community manager. Previously, I've said that if things go according to plan, flighting should begin this month. As we're now in the back half of April, I'm still optimistic this will be the case, but it's also possible that those plans may not fully land as we initially hoped. Folks that have been around and follow me know that I'm about trying to be as upfront and honest as possible, both with good news and less favorable news. This means that sometimes we may share information about the current state of affairs and targets and plans that could end up changing slightly or dramatically. As long as folks want an open dialogue, I'm happy to keep the information flowing, but we need to be mindful when talking about stuff early that there means that there's always a risk of changes, but I'm committed to keeping you abreast of the full story and when things change. Sharing that info as soon as possible so we're always on the same page. So over the past weeks at 343 Publishing Team and our partners Splash Damage and Ruffian have been working non-stop to bring Reach to MCC and get things up and running well on PC. We've had a few small private external flights of Reach on Xbox One thus far, which continue to help the team validate work and identify showstoppers or big issues that need to be addressed before we roll anything out to a broader flighting group. Not to tease, but I have Reach MCC running on the Scorpio dev kit at my desk right now. That's where we got the screenshot of the campaign UI and that we shared in the last community update. On Xbox, it's looking and playing great already. PC is considerably more complicated and requires a lot more work. We have internal builds floating around and have had a lot of internal playtests that have been helping generate bugs and gather valuable feedback. One of the team's main priorities to support PC flighting is getting the mouse and keyboard controls feeling as good as possible, and there's been good progress on that front. Some key things still coming together though. For example, in yesterday's playtest build, the full UI and functionality to remap keys isn't in yet, so if you want to change defaults, it requires launching a separate application. That works for now, but it isn't a valuable experience of any kind of external flighting. I will say that it felt pretty good though, and it looked fantastic. The pro team at 343, a group of former pro players assembled to help focus on the competitive design balance experience for Halo Infinite, has been chipping in and spending a lot of time playing MCC on PC. We're looking at these experts as our first line of defense to help us keep moving in the right direction for the feel of the game. The other big factor for dependency for flighting is getting telemetry implemented into the game build to ensure our team can get critical data insights they need to validate all the hard work they're doing, specific goals for a flight. This is a complex and all new work that has to be done for each flight. I'm also learning that the process of carving out a safe build that can be flighted to external people is a learning process. While we've done this with MCC on Xbox last year, doing this on Steam is a brand new process and something that we're still learning as we go. Our partners at Splash Damage have passed along some insights and updates to the work that they're doing, and also poking at our colleagues here, maybe to throw us a screenshot or two. When we get closer to the first public flight, we're also going to do a proper stream and showcase Reach and where it currently stands. Since the flights won't be under NDA and participants will stream content, we want to get out in front of that day and play ourselves to provide proper context and insight for players on what the work in progress build. Now, personally myself, I am super excited that they're going to go ahead and take the time to make sure that the flighting builds that go out to people come out and aren't a huge train wreck. As being a part of the last flighting program that they had for the Master Chief Collection and being under the NDAs, It's nice that as soon as it comes out also that we won't be under any NDA. I can stream it immediately, I can talk about it immediately, so I'm really looking forward to that. From the overall tone of that article, I can kind of gather that more than likely it will not be at the end of April like they had originally said, especially since they put in the fact that it's possible that those plans can change. Again, I want them to take as much time as possible to get this fixed, get this going, and make sure that when it comes out, it works decently. I do expect there to be bugs, but that is why they are having the fighting program. Jumping over to an article posted under the news on Halo Waypoint, they did have a little update for the Master Chief Collection. After receiving playlist update, the community feedback for the free-for-all experience, they published a playlist that will introduce Rumble Pit and many customizable match composer options to social games. To get this new set of game options, jump into the matches selected by Rumble Pit presenter or by selecting the 8-player free-for-all game size. Now this is something that I've been waiting for them to put Rumble Pit back in. Rumble Pit was always one of my favorite game types in Halo, across the board, across every Halo game. And they've actually done something that kind of changed the way Halo 2 Anniversary's Rumble Pit played. It was a game type that had you starting with the assault rifle, which wasn't in the original Halo 2 that they added into Halo 2 Anniversary, only for the multiplayer. The gun was always really fun to play with. Anytime I picked it up though, it was unfortunate because most of the time there were battle rifle starts in the game. You would get completely dominated by the battle rifle due to the simple fact that the gun is way more accurate than its Halo 3 counterpart. So 3 bursts to the head and you were gone. You never really had a chance to use the assault rifle. I'd really like to see this game type implemented into more Slayer matches as well. I think the gun is extremely fun to fight with, and especially fighting against other players. But when it comes to Rumble Pit in social games, the new Rumble Pit offerings contain 56 maps across all the games and will include a variety of game types. Slayer includes Standard Slayer, AR starts with what I was just referring to, Infinity variants, and higher weighted BR starts. Zone Control includes Crazy King variants across all titles. Asset Denial includes Oddball, Rain in Halo Combat Evolved, Juggernaut in Halo 3, and Regicide in Halo 4. Action Sack includes Fiesta, Swords, Rockets, Shotguns, Slayer Duels, Rally in Halo 2 Anniversary, Race in Halo 3, and Ninja Assassins in Halo 4. And something that they've done that I don't know if I'm a big fan of is they've added a skill-based matchmaking for social games. Now, I can appreciate them trying to make Social Slayer a little bit more balanced, but honestly, if you want that balanced skill-based matchmaking, that is what the ranked playlists are for, in my opinion. There's nothing wrong with hopping into Social Slayer, and if you're a good player, running up against a whole different variant of players. Good players, bad players, and if you're not necessarily a top-tier player, running into those players in social playlists, one, you don't have to worry about losing any rank or XP, and two, it's honestly good to play against people that are better than you, because then there's no way for you to get better yourself. As always though, don't forget, in order to be part of the conversation and to have your voice heard, go ahead and click that subscribe button and leave a comment in the section down below. And if you guys found any informative value to this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. But until next time, everyone, thank you all for joining me here today, and I will see all of you in the next video.